Good morning, everyone. I trust everyone is well. Probably you guys are wondering what's happening. So today I will be hosting our webinar. Thank you guys for joining, and I would like to apologize on Mr. Bilal's behalf. He had an urgent matter to attend to, so yeah, I'll be hosting you guys. Once again, my name is Nolthando Mokoena. Most of you do know me, and some of you are seeing me for the first time, But yeah, so we are going to start the webinar. So today we're just going to do like a Q&A session. If you guys have any questions after I'm done with my talk, you guys please feel free to ask. And yeah, it could be anything related to IT Varsity. Let's just have like a Q&A session. But my topic for today was hi Rumesa. I wanted to just share some study tips for studying online, especially at IT Varsity. Like I've mentioned on our sessions that I was an IT Varsity student as well. And I struggled a lot because I didn't have like any routines, any support, any help. Yeah, but luckily you guys have my support and have my help, and I am here to also assist you in terms of how to, make sure that you're on par, make sure that you stay motivated at IT Varsity. So first and foremost, we all know that every course at IT Varsity is self-paced. It is done online. The only way I believe, and it also worked for me, the only way I believe that you'll be able to make sure that you have completed your qualification in the time period that's in place, which is a year, you need to have a study plan. I know most of us are working and some of us are just at home and studying. I believe you have the biggest advantage if you are currently studying and not doing anything else. Create a study plan for you. So let me just share my study plan while I was still studying. I was at home. I was only focusing on my course at IT Varsity, and I was doing the entrepreneur course. And I had an 8-year. No, my baby was 8 months at that time. So I'd make sure that every day at 11 o'clock I go to the computer center to start coding. So anything that I need to do before was during the hours of 6 o'clock to 11 o'clock. So always make sure that you have your own study plan. And then I'll always dedicate 5 hours of my time per day, because remember, I was not doing anything else besides studying. Always make sure that you dedicate I dedicated 5 hours to my coding to make sure that I submit an assignment, even if that day means it was a day just to watch the video lessons that were there, even if I didn't have to submit. But the fact that I was in front of my computer and I was actually coding, I was learning, I was practicing, or even just watching the video lessons, it contributed towards my success at IT Varsity. So number one, always to make sure that you have a study plan that obviously aligns with, what you need to do at home. Some of you have chores to do, some of you at work. Even if it means you coming back at work at 5 o'clock, always have a study plan to say at 9 o'clock, I'm switching off my phone and I'm solely focusing on making sure that I am progressing on my course, just to make sure that you guys stay on par. And also, in terms of making a study plan, set target for yourselves. For instance, module 1 has 6 assessments, right? Just say a month has 4 weeks, 2 assessments each week, 2 assessments each week. It'll help you. Trust me, it played a huge role in my life in terms of making sure that I complete on time. Yeah, make sure that you set a target, even if it's 1 module per month. And I've been advising most of you to do 1 module per month, 1 module per month. It will help you, and trust me, sometimes you'll feel like, sometimes you'll see you do 2 modules in 1 month, because while you have a target, you have deadlines, you've set goals for yourself, right? Because at the end of the day, your goal is to finish the course, and my goal as well is to make sure that you guys finish the course on time. Number 2, you need to set up a study space. It helps. Even if you don't have like a desk, you don't have a chair, but have that space where you know that this is my study space, and you just respect, you find a comfortable space where you are, because sitting in front of the computer for 5 hours is no joke. So just find like a comfortable space, a small comfortable space where you're able to just sit down, have a computer on, and make sure, even if it's just during the day where there's no one at home, you are able to code, even if it's in the kitchen and there's, everyone went to work. It could be like a space, but just make sure that it's comfortable, it's like for you to be able to study. And then obviously we are online. One is in Cape Town, one is in Joburg, one is in Durban, one is in Zimbabwe and Mozambique. And like I said on my session, I think yesterday, I said it's very hard to study alone, especially when you're doing IT. I think some of you have noticed when you're doing your coding, you see there's an error on your browser, but you can't see the error on your coding. You're looking at your coding and you see, no, man, I did everything as per the video lessons, but still my coding is not working. You need somebody to work with. So it is advisable that you guys connect with other students. We've created the Slack platform, so you should connect. Even if you see somebody that comments or tweets and you feel like this person, I feel like I could work with, DM that person remember, your manner of approach must be right. So approach that person just to say, hi, I need somebody to study with. Can we work together as a team at, with regards to IT varsity? Obviously you guys need to be doing the same course as well. So it is very important to connect with other students. Remember, I said we highly encourage peer-to-peer support. Plus, I also did the course, and it became so much easier for me when I had support from other students, where we were using the LMS to chat to each other, because we are online, we are not based in the same places, and sometimes you text the person and you find out this person is literally my neighbor. They're like 45 minutes away from where I live. You guys could just reach on a mutual, a nearby place for the both of you guys, and then study together. It helps. Trust me. And then my fourth tip would be ask for help when you guys need help. I always encourage you guys to ask for help, even if it's not from me, even if you just ask on Slack, or you can just send me an email to say, hi, I'm struggling with this and that. And I really appreciate some of you guys, because you guys have been sending emails to me. But yeah, have your own platform, guys, just to ask, just to communicate together. Yeah, and then ask for help when you need it. Even, like I said, you can just ask for help from your other student. Yeah, even guys, you get a text from a certain student to say, I need help, please do help that person, or kindly refer them to me. I will assist them with anything that they might need. And then my last advice is explore the orientation websites. But I wanted to say, learn your learner management system, learn your dashboard, guys. And also, when we create these orientation sessions or these meetings, please do join them. Even if you understood something last week and you feel like, no, I'm still struggling, because I've heard, I think 5 students where they still need an explanation in terms of where they need to submit, how do they submit, and also a lot of issues when it comes to GitHub as well. So every time when there's webinars, every time when there's orientation sessions, GitHub sessions, whatever session that's created and you guys are invited, I highly advise that you guys join, even if you understand what's going to be said and you have a question and you want that to be addressed. So I highly advise you join and you learn your learner management system. You give yourself some time to go through everything, every document. You sign, you read with understanding. If you're confused, you text me. So yeah, those are my 5 tips for studying online. But the most important one that I have to give out to you is to make sure that you have like a study plan. Have a study plan, even if you just draft it out on a paper. There's one that I was doing for my other previous student that we had in the previous years. If you guys don't mind, I will share it with you guys via email before the end of today. I'll just set a reminder to share it with you. It outlines all the 42 assessments that you guys are going to be doing, and it tells you that this assessment must be done in week 1, week 2, week 3. Obviously, most of you are 3 months into IT varsity. So you guys will sort that out for yourself. But I just want you guys to have like a direction in terms of how to set like a study plan or set targets or set deadlines for yourself, right? So it is my responsibility to make sure that you guys are completing the course, but it is also your responsibility to make sure that you are completing the course. I am here to assist, I'm here to support, I'm here to motivate you to make sure that you guys are logging in, you are on track, and thank you. And also, I just want to raise this. Thank you to those of you that have emailed to say you won't be available for the next week or the next week or a few days. And some of you have sent emails to apologize, to say, we really do apologize because I've not been accessing the course because of this and that. Remember, I said anything with regards to IT varsity, you guys need to contact me. Personal, your dashboard, your GitHub, your coding, your grading, please ask. And before I'm done with this, I just want to say I really, really appreciate everyone that has been assisting, some students on Slack. I really do appreciate that. And yeah, sometimes I'm just offline on Slack and I'm busy grading your work, and then I found out that some of you guys have been assisting some students, so I really do appreciate that. So I'm just gonna go to the chat section. If you guys have any questions, guys, let's just interact with each other. If you guys have any questions, please write it on the chat. I'm just gonna close the window. Just give me 1 second. Thank you. So if you want to say something, just raise your hand. I'll give you space to unmute, but I'm just going to read the chats. So I have a quick question. Why do we have to do a video presentation? Can't we skip it? Some of us are really shy. Great question. So remember, the instructions are there, right? There's nothing that I can do. And the course has already been designed. And remember, it hasn't been approved by CETA as well. So that's just, yeah. And you are here to learn. Guys, we are all here to learn. Some of us don't even know how to do a PowerPoint presentation, but we learned how to do a PowerPoint presentation. So we're teaching you one skill, which is public speaking. I was shy, but I managed. Now I'm speaking in front of you. I've managed to speak in a room full of people. So this is just to, teach you a skill. You may, guys, you are asked, what did you learn at IT Varsity? You can't say you only learned coding and, web and app development. You need to say Microsoft as well and public speaking. It's a skill, guys. So I know some of you guys are very, very shy, but practice. I use what we call an empty chair technique, right? So I used to put like a chair and imagine there was somebody that was there. And I'd struggle at first when I needed to present something using my empty chair technique. Like I'd really, really struggle. But every day I got to the fact that it might be, let me just imagine as if it's like my boss was sitting in the chair and I need to present something. So also just use that as well when you're doing the video presentation. Just put like an empty chair and think about somebody who's very friendly in your life, somebody who's all smiles and very calm, and somebody who's not who will not laugh at you, and somebody who will not judge you. Just imagine that person is sitting on the chair and just do your presentation and just put your camera on top of the chair, on a desk near the chair, and just do even you don't even have to look at the camera, but just do your presentation, be audible, just take away that shyness. But unfortunately, you will need to do like a public speaking video presentation. And trust me, I've seen submissions and you can tell that this person is camera shy, but they did the video and they did submit. Even yesterday, there was one student that submitted and I could see that they are struggling. But for the fact that they did the video, I graded them and I was very happy with what they submitted. So yeah, let's try. And then another question. Dress code for the public speaking assessment. Dress code, guys, it has to be, obviously, it could be anything, but obviously you need to wear your clothes, respectful clothes. You don't have to be formal. You can be casual. If you want to be formal, you can be formal. This is your portfolio. Remember, this is your assessment. If you want to give it your 150%, I highly encourage that. But please wear respectable clothes that cover you up, and yeah. But there is no certain dress code for this assessment, but just make sure you know, because I am not the only person that's going to be seeing your video. We have the assessor, we have the moderator, we have Sita, who's also going to be, you know, verifying that you submitted what needs to be submitted as well. Can I cover my face for the public? Yeah, if as per your religion, you guys are allowed to cover your face. But that if it's just you just wanting to blur out, no, we will not accept that. I think there's one student that also texted me on Slack to ask whether they can cover their face just in case a man sees the face. So I think they're not allowed. And I advise that you are allowed, just make sure that you're audible enough, because remember, like I said, we have the assessor, we have the moderator, and so it could be like a male person that's going to be moderating you, and you're not allowed to you know, show your face to a male. So just cover up your face, but make sure that you're audible, make sure that you're presentable. We can see you, your body structure, you know, your posture and everything else. But you are allowed to cover your face. But don't blur out your face. Don't wear masks, you know, don't wear anything else apart from things that you're supposed to wear as per your religion. So I hope that's clear. Any other questions that you guys have? Please feel free to unmute yourself. Oh, and then I see a comment. The WhatsApp group chat that was created has been really helpful. Everyone extremely kind and helpful. Oh, guys, I'm so glad that you guys are communicating and that you guys are working as a team, because I highly encourage teamwork. Because you see these modules that you guys are doing, the module 1, 2, 3, that's just the easiest part of the course. You guys are going to be experiencing, some of you chose Java, some of you chose Python. So yeah, it's going to be a bit tougher. And the fact that you guys have a foundation of communication and teamwork, I think everything will run smoothly. Anything else you guys have before we close off the session? Thank you guys for joining. And also on the group chat, please encourage each other to join the webinar. Even if you guys send reminders, I'll also make sure that I send a reminder every Wednesday, 5 minutes before the webinar or an hour before the webinar, just so that you guys can join. Please do join these sessions. I think some of you that have joined have noticed that they're very informative, they're very helpful. Obviously, next week, Mr. Bilal will continue hosting the sessions, but please do join every session that you guys are invited on at IT Varsity. If you guys haven't joined Slack, please also do join Slack as well. Remember, Help Desk is always available to assist you. You are struggling with GitHub, you don't know what to do, you know, you've been trying to submit and it's not working, send me an email on Help Desk and I'll be there to assist you. Slack as well, just drop me like a direct message if you don't want to write it on the general platform. Just send me, you are allowed to send me a direct message to say, hi, Nolthando. If you need clarification, if you need grading, if you need assistance, if you need anything, my door is always open for you guys. And yeah, I think that's it from my side. Okay, I see there's a question here. Quick question, will we be having a graduation? I had seen last year there was one. So I will not answer that because I do not have any information on that. You guys can ask next week when Mr. Bilal is hosting the webinar. He'll give direction on that. But yeah, we did have a graduation ceremony in 2022, if I'm not mistaken. It was very beautiful. And yeah, so please ask that question next week again on the webinar. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything that's promising and it won't happen. So yes, I think that's the last one. Thank you guys for interacting with me and joining the meeting as well. So I'm going to have to close the meeting, so we might get a chance to meet everyone. Awesome. Yeah, so there's a possibility and there's a possibility it might not happen. So as I say, you guys should feel free to ask Mr. Bilal next week. And yeah, thank you so much, Raisa. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for the wonderful work that you guys are submitting. Oh my word, some of your assessments, I'm shocked. I'm really, really shocked. And I'm wondering, feels like you guys have a background experience on coding. Like I really, really appreciate you guys to submit a working repository link and a working pages link. But anyway, we learn through trial and error, we learn here. So thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for giving yourself some time to do your work. Remember, if you guys don't complete your qualification, it means I was not even doing my job. So like I said, you and I have the same goal, for you to complete this qualification. And also my goal is for you to complete this qualification so that it shows that I'm also doing my work. So thank you guys for submitting correct links. Thank you guys for showing me your creativity. Oh my word, I'm obsessed. And remember I said I also did the course, and I'm actually seeing that I should have done this. I should have done this. I also should have done this. So your assignments and the way that you guys think, it's different. But the fact that you guys are giving it your 100%, are giving it your all, it shows to me that no, you guys are actually enjoying what you guys are doing, and you guys are actually enjoying, studying with us at IT Varsity. So once again, thank you guys for everything. I'll see you guys on my orientation sessions. Please do join the webinar next week. Mr. Pula will be hosting, and I'll be hosting the orientation sessions next week, Tuesday at 11:30. A reminder will be sent to you guys. If you need help, I'm only an email away. Thank you guys for joining. Bye.